This sexy lady in red is actually a guy. And his target is none other than Shang Ming's, the CEO. Getting close to that man is the only way to pull off his revenge. He's gotta seduce him, whatever it takes. So what's going on here? This cross-dressing guy is Lin Rie. Not long ago, his parents died in a car crash. His uncle snatched the company and all the inheritance to get the resources and connections for revenge. To seduce the famous CEO Shang Ming's. But right before the party, his sister drank expired milk and got sick. To grab this once in a lifetime chance, Rui had to cross-dress and take her place. But now, with the target right in front of him, Rui is totally clueless, like a newborn deer. His sister's frustrated over the earpiece. Idiot! Pretend to fall into his arms. Rui puts on his best acting and fakes a fall. The CEO actually catches him. His sister shouts excitedly through the I'll kiss him! He panics. Just as he's about to bolt, Shang Mingzi pulls him back. Rui freezes. He's trapped. Rui is sweating bullets and quickly refuses. Didn't they say the CEO never gets close to women? Why does he look like he's about to devour him? Then, Shang Mingzi reaches out and touches Rui's face. Isn't getting close to me exactly what you came here for? He leans in slowly, about to kiss him. He cross-dressed to seduce the CEO and now he's about to be kissed. He thought they'd never meet again, but suddenly he's the CEO's personal secretary. What's happening here? Seeing Shang Ming's face getting closer, Rui shoves him away, grabs his dress, and runs off. He was just filling in for his sister to seduce the CEO, but this CEO is so bold. Looks like those rumors about him avoiding women are total lies. Good thing it wasn't his sister who came. Rui complains to himself on the way home. Wait. It's an acceptance letter from the game company he's been dying to work for. The next day, Rui excitedly goes to the company. Turns out his position isn't the concept artist job he applied for, but the CEO's personal secretary. The manager tells Rui to deliver the pressed suit to the CEO. Rui carries the clothes and opens the CEO's office door. Even the office is this fancy. Total CEO vibes. But why am I delivering clothes? Is the CEO not dressed right now? Rui stares at the photo on the desk. Wait, isn't that his high school in the background? If the CEO went to the same school, he could totally use that connection to climb the ladder. Lost in his daydream, Rui doesn't notice the man behind him. The hot breath by his ear makes Rui jump. He quickly spins around. He accidentally yanks off the guy's bathrobe. Rui stares wide-eyed at the naked man. His boss is the same Shang Mingzi he tried to seduce yesterday in drag. As Rui tries to run again, he's grabbed back. Shang Mingzi lifts his chin. Shouldn't you help me put my robe back on? Rui is on the verge of tears. Face red, he helps the CEO wrap up. He thinks he can finally escape, but gets pinned against the wall. You look kinda familiar. Cross-dressing happens once, then it never stops. Back in a dress again. Rui wants to slap himself. Now he's the CEO's personal secretary. Just yesterday, Shang Ming's cornered Rui in the office. You look kinda familiar. Just like that shy lady who ran away yesterday. Rui loses all composure. Shang Ming's runs his hand over Rui's tie. I think I need to confirm whether you're a girl disguised as a guy. He starts to undress Rui. In desperation, Rui throws his sister under the bus. Back home, Rui begs his sister for forgiveness. The CEO wants to see her again. His sister's thrilled. Turns out that was yesterday's half-finished expired milk, so the date with the CEO falls on Rui again. The next day, Rui shows up in a dress. Wraps his arm around Rui's waist. Great to see you again, Miss Lin. Seeing his blushing face, Rui just wants to run. This sly fox is playing innocent. Shang Mingzi escorts Rui into the hotel. Walking through the crowd, a familiar voice calls out to Rui. He turns around. It's his cousin Gu Hui'er. Rui panics. His cousin is the only one who can tell him and his sister apart. He's done for, his cover's blown, what now? Reporters eagerly snap photos of this love triangle with two guys and a girl. Except all three of them are guys. Rui is pretty helpless about this awkward situation. It's all his sister's fault for drinking expired milk. Otherwise he wouldn't have to cross-dress and seduce the CEO. And now he ran into his cousin. Just minutes ago, Shang Ming's escorted Rui into the hotel. He didn't expect to run into his cousin Gu Hui'er. She's Holy Town's the only one besides them who can tell them apart. Sorry, Mr. Shang, she's my cousin. Can I have a word with her? Rui, come here. Hearing his cousin call him by his nickname, Rui's nervous. His cousin definitely recognized him. Before Rui can react, Gu Hui'er pulls him into his arms. Shang Ming's grabs Rui's other hand. Doesn't look like she wants to go with you. Forcing someone isn't very gentlemanly. Gu Hui'er fires back. Isn't Mr. Shang overstepping? This is a family matter. Stuck in the middle, Rui is dying inside. Can't offend either side. This is impossible. Gu Hui'er whispers in Rui's ear. Rui, did he force you to dress like this? Rui freezes. A cold glint flashes in Shang Ming's eyes. Can you let go of my date? Gu Hui'er glares at Shang Ming's. His eyes are full of hostility. Then reporters suddenly swarm them. Fighting to capture this love triangle moment, Rui covers his face. He absolutely cannot reveal his identity now. What now? This forbidden love setup is so good, but this unspoken love is so painful. At the party, reporters suddenly surround Rui. He quickly covers his face. If his uncle finds out they're getting close to Shang Ming's, the plan fails. At this critical moment, Shang Ming pulls Rui into his arms. He whispers to Rui, "Don't worry, I'm here." Gu Aishen watches them in surprise. Shang Ming turns to the reporters. "Everyone's got it wrong. My lady tripped to Mr. Gu just to help her up. Besides, Mr. Gu's getting engaged next month. Why would he mess around with another woman?" He takes Rui's hand and leaves as the reporters gasp. Hearing about his cousin's engagement again, Rui feels awful. His cousin has always been smart and handsome, someone he's always looked up to. But at some point, that admiration turned into love. Rui knew from a young age he liked boys. He tried to control his feelings for his cousin, afraid his cousin would look at him with disgust, like everyone else. Full of shame, he could never speak these feelings. But now his cousin's getting engaged. Looking at the feast, Rui has no appetite. Noticing Rui's mood, Shang Ming offers to take him home. At the apartment entrance, Rui thanks the CEO for the ride. "Wait. If you want to thank me, how about paying the fare?" He wraps his arm around Rui's waist and kisses him. This childhood friend is ruthless. Not only did he steal his buddy's wife, he set up a camera too. Rui fights back against the man, but gets pinned down. "What did I ever do to you?" Xiao Yezi smirks. "You didn't do anything to me. But if it's Shang Ming's, I love stealing it. The way he looks at you, he wants to eat you alive. You're just in the nick of time." Shang Mingzi bursts through the door with assistant Wei Lin. He immediately throws himself into Shang Mingzi's arms. "Boss, save me." Shang Mingzi looks tenderly at the young man in his arms. He orders coldly, "It's assistant Wei. Handle it." Xiao Yezi backs away instinctively. "I'm the heir to Ye Corporation. You're just the Shang family's dog, Wei Lin. What right do you have to touch me?" Shang Ming starts to leave with Rui. Wei Lin grabs Xiao Yezi as he tries to charge. Xiao Yezi taunts Wei Lin. "Try touching me." His punch gets caught by Wei Lin. "Young Master Ye, please calm down. I'd hate to accidentally hurt you." Xiao Yezi stunned. "You actually dare to hit me? Let's see how brave you really are." 为遗憾死死佛大师，如为人子阿是常理说 As you wish, young master Ye. Last time, our golden-haired beauty Xiao Yezi kidnapped Ru Ye, but got taught a lesson by assistant Wei. Xiao Yezi kept provoking him, but Wei's combat skills are too high. Xiao Yezi can only beg for mercy. "Wei Lin, you dare! I'll never let you get away with this!" Xiao Yezi still won't give up. Assistant Wei smirks. "I'd welcome that." Meanwhile, Rui wakes up the next morning to find Shang Ming's next to him. His jaw drops. Did he actually sleep with the CEO? Shang Ming is still asleep. Pulling Rui into his arms, Rui panics even more. Why can't he remember anything? And it's with his boss. If he wakes up unsatisfied, will he kill him to keep him quiet? Rui nervously bites his finger, planning his escape. Shang Ming opens his eyes. "You're up." Rui clutches the blanket. Shang Ming gets up and puts on his suit. "Still gotta work. Don't be late. I'm heading out." Rui finds it weird. Why's the CEO acting like nothing happened? But hey, at least he completed his sister's mission. This is getting out of hand. Dressed and made out with the CEO, then as a guy, slept with the CEO, carrying boxes. Rui thinks about his next move. Suddenly he hears a familiar voice. It's his cousin Gu Hui Shen. Rui made up an excuse and ran to the bathroom. Cold water splashed on his face. "Calm down, Lin Rui. Can't keep fantasizing about my cousin." But then Gu Hui Shen followed him in. "I knew it was you. Actually, if you just ask, I could help you and your brother. You've lost so much weight lately. It breaks my heart." Hearing those same words, Rui's mind flashed to the CEO saying. He pushed away Gu Hui Shen's hand, reaching for his face. "Don't touch me. We're done." But Gu Hui Shen moved closer. "I just want you to stop avoiding me. I really care about you. I know you're upset I got engaged to someone else, but the truth is I've always..." Before he could finish, Gu Huishen suddenly noticed something red. "What's this?" "None of your business." Rui tugged at his collar and turned to leave. Gu Huishen grabbed him. "Rui, tell me the truth. Was it Shang Ming?" "Listen to me. He's bad news." Just then, Shang Ming walked in. "Mr. Gu, careful talking behind people's backs. Walls have ears." "Yo." Gu Huishen glared at him. "This is between him and me. You're just his boss." Shang Mingzi smiled and pulled Ru Yi to his side.
Ru Yi is mine, not just boss and employee. More like this.
Xiao Yeji went all in on causing trouble and got punished hard by Assistant Y. Xiao Yeji mistook Ru Yi and dragged for his sister. He dragged him to an abandoned warehouse.
This is all your fault, I ended up like this.
Xiao Yeji pulled out a camera.
Since you ruined my life, I'm gonna ruin yours.
Ru Yi wondered what history his sister had with Mr. Ye. Xiao Yeji leaned down.
You humiliated me in public back then. I swore I'd make you regret it.
Just then, the CEO and Assistant Wei burst through the door. Xiao Yeji turned to look at them.
How did you find this place?
Whatever, things are already this far. Might as well go big. He ordered his men.
Everyone, grab them. Especially the one with sunglasses.
Assistant Wei calmly put on his gloves. He dodged attacks effortlessly. Even his punches were sharp and clean. Xiao Yeji grabbed Shang Ming's collar.
You knew about that whole thing!
Shang Mingzi punched him. You should remember you crossed her first. Started to leave with Ru Yi. Before leaving, Shang Mingzi told Wei Lin, that stuff is addictive. Withdrawal makes people aggressive. Wei Lin, watch young Master Ye until he's clean, and teach him a lesson if you have to. The kind he'll never forget. Messing with Assistant Wei was Xiao Yezi's biggest mistake. Wei Lin dumped a bucket of water on Xiao Yezi. Xiao Yezi's anger shot through the roof, but with his hands tied, he couldn't move.
Wait, you dare tie me off!
Before he could finish, he got slapped hard. Xiao Yezi froze for a second, then kept cursing. You dare hit my perfect face.
You got a death wish. Come on, untie me.
Wei Lin elegantly removed his glove.
Young Master Ye, please calm down.
Did you forget what you did? You've been too arrogant, doing whatever you want with your money. Time to learn a lesson. Xiao Yezi gritted his teeth. Wei Lin leaned down to his ear. Old Master Ye has a headache from your constant trouble, so he already said he won't interfere with how I discipline you. Xiao Yezi's face darkened. What do you want? Wei Lin pretended to think.
What to do? I'm a bit torn. How about a taste of your own medicine? I'll use the same tools your guys used on me. How's that? That should be unforgettable.
Wei Lin picked up a metal rod. Xiao Yezi turned away.
No, I can't take pain. That'll kill me.
Wei Lin narrowed his eyes behind his sunglasses.
That is a bit too cruel.
Then there's only one other option. You choose this rod or the other way. Be a good boy. Assistant Wei's obsession was pulling the noble young Master Yi off his pedestal and making him his alone. Xiao Yezi couldn't move.
Wei, you better hurry up!
He muttered under his breath. What? Assistant Wei loosened his tie. That depends on how well young Master cooperates. Wei Lin looked at Xiao Yezi's pathetic state. He couldn't help remembering meeting him 10 years ago. Then his family fell apart and he was sold to the Shang family as an assistant. Other rich kids at school bullied him. That's when Ye Ziming appeared. Well, you're the new assistant the Shang family's training. What a useless guy. You look like a drowned rat. Seeing Ye Ziming's blonde hair glowing in the sunset, Wei Lin's heart pounded in his chest. One intense thought consumed him. I'll destroy. Drag this noble young master off his pedestal. Throw him down into the mud together. Seeing the strap in Assistant Wei's hand, Xiao Yezi backed away.
Wei, stop right there.
But resistance was futile. Assistant Wei secured the strap. Xiao Yezi gritted his teeth. Wei Lin looked down, satisfied with his work. Good. That's better. Xiao Yezi tried to stand and fight back, but just fell to the ground. Wei Lin leaned down, just like this, same as 10 years ago. Except this time, you're the one on the ground. Seriously, don't mess with Assistant Wei. Xiao Yezi kept struggling. You really hooked on this, huh? Just an assistant thinks he can beat me. Dream on! Tons of people want to get close to me. You think you're special? Wei Lin grabbed Ye Ziming's chin, slowly leaned toward his ear. They say you're a playboy, but your skills seem pretty weak to me. Xiao Yezi blushed, but kept talking back. Don't touch my face with your dirty hands! Wei Lin lifted his hand. I did hurt your face just now. Shouldn't touch it more. Let me check if young Master Ye has any other injuries. Wei Lin enjoyed this game thoroughly. He met Lin Ruyi outside the warehouse. He handed her the camera. Ruyi asked, I don't get what you see in Ye Ziming. Just because he's good looking. Wei Lin chuckled. Not just good looking. He's narcissistic and arrogant. Got a sharp tongue too. Total peacock. Ruyi was confused. Those are all flaws. Wei Lin smirked. But I like him exactly like that. Taming someone like him. The harder the path, the more I want to walk it. Besides, I've got all the patience in the world. Ruyi waved her hand. I'm not interested in your lovey-dovey stuff. Time to treat young Master Ye's issues. Ruyi came up to Xiao Yezi with the camera. Now can we have a proper talk? Got some great shots just now. Don't blame me for being low. I just don't want you stalking and kidnapping me. Xiao Yezi's face darkened.
But we already are.
Ruyi laughed soft. Young Master Ye, think carefully. Who was really with you on the cruise that night? Who'd imagine the Ye group hair likes guys? Back in high school, Ye Ziming hit on Lin Ruyi and failed. His twin sister Lin Ruyi beat him up. Since then, he brainwashed himself into thinking he liked the girl Lin Ruyi. Even though Ruyi had a boyfriend, he kept pestering her. On the last day of the school trip, he decided. Xiao Yezi looked at the beautiful woman before him.
If not you that night, who else?
Ruyi smiled brightly. Young Master Ye, think back to what really happened. You already know, don't you? You just won't admit it because of your hang-ups. Xiao Yezi's head throbbed. Broken memories started piecing together. Where had he seen those eyes before? Those sapphire eyes. It was him. The man he least wanted to admit. Xiao Yezi stood there stunned as Ruyi walked out. Ruyi took the check from Wei Lin. Thanks, but you're trying to help him with his issues. Why treat him like an enemy? Wei Lin smiled. He's stubborn. Won't believe it unless you shove the truth in his face. Plus, I like having my prey completely under my control. That night, Xiao Yezi sat alone in the bathroom thinking, it was that bastard Wei Lin all along. No wonder he felt nothing for women. All these years thinking something was wrong with him. Turns out this was the problem. Xiao Yezi punched the wall. Well, the closet door's blown wide open. Might as well have some fun with it. Wei, enjoy your moment. I'm settling this score with interest. But in the end, Assistant Wei still won. At a cruise party, Xiao Yezi was frustrated. Thought he'd find the right hookup here. But nobody catches his eye. His standards aren't even that high. Just tall with some muscle, like that guy. Xiao Yezi looked at the familiar figure on deck. Whatever, just because we hooked up twice doesn't mean I need you. I don't believe I can't find someone better. He looked at Assistant Wei challengingly. More people, more fun. Then he sashayed away. Assistant Wei's face darkened behind him. But luck wasn't on his side. Xiao Yezi realized he felt nothing for anyone else. Annoyed, he sent everyone away. Sat alone in his room sulking. It wasn't like this with Wei Lin. Could he really be the only one? Xiao Yezi called all his assistants. Hey, Shao! Everyone stood at full attention. Xiao Yezi looked at Wei Lin, brought in by his men. He smiled smugly. Wei Lin, oh Wei Lin, you fell into my hands. I've got lots of gifts prepared for you. How about we try every single one? I'm paying back all the grief you gave me. But Assistant Wei was totally alert. This startled Xiao Yezi. What? You're not knocked out? Wei Lin smiled. If I passed out, how could I see everything young master prepared for me? Xiao Yezi grabbed Wei Lin's collar. Ha! If you beg now, maybe I'll go easy on you. Come on, beg me! Xiao Yezi really underestimated Assistant Wei's fighting skills. A tall guy with broad shoulders is obviously the top. Looking at the man before him, then Xiao Yezi gritted his teeth. Why does this guy have such a great body? How does he train? Xiao Yezi picked up the nearby. Wait, I'm gonna make you cry this time. But Assistant Wei caught it with one hand. Xiao Yezi was shocked. Weren't you tied up? Wei Lin raised an eyebrow. Sorry. Young master's men aren't great at tying people up. If you don't want someone to break free, you need more special methods. You brought me here. You must need something from me. Then I'll give you what you want. Xiai cursed. You psycho. Wei Lin said dismissively. Young master, yeah, you really love lying to yourself. I'll give you another chance to choose. 1. End this charade and I'll let you go. 2. Let me help you get what you want. It's up to you. Everyone can guess what our proud Xiaoi will choose. Afterwards, Wei Lin touched Xiaoi's delicate face. Until you completely fall for me. I'll keep you trapped under me. I won't let you escape. You're my exclusive prey. They say hardship reveals true feelings. Ran into danger. He immediately threw himself into Assistant Wei's arms. One day Xiaoi went on vacation to a hunting ground. He saw Assistant Wei in the crowd. Why is this guy here again? He's definitely after my good looks. He even followed me here. Xiaoi went up to say hello but got completely ignored. Xiaoi got so mad he crushed his sunglasses with his bare hands. Assistant Wei just shot his prey. Xiaoi was sneaking around in the bushes trying to ambush him. But Assistant Wei spotted him right away. Wei Lin walked over slowly with his hunting rifle. Young master, you really love giving me gifts. But your hunting skills are pretty bad. How about we compete? If you hunt more prey than me, I'll let you do whatever you want with me. Xiaoi's eyes lit up. You said it. Don't regret it. Suddenly there was shouting. A tiger was chasing someone. Xiaoi suddenly started shaking. Then got so scared he jumped onto Assistant Wei. Assistant Wei thought to himself, how can there be a tiger here? Can't let the tiger endanger the boss. Thinking this, he told Xiaoi he needed to find the boss. Xiaoi grabbed his collar. Are you crazy? That's a tiger. Tigers eat people. I'm totally reporting this hunting ground when I get back. Xiaoi suddenly noticed he was pressed against Wei Lin. Never noticed Wei Lin had such long eyelashes before, and he looks so handsome when he's serious. Why am I suddenly into this? Wei Lin spoke up. Young Master Ye, do you want me to keep holding you? Assistant Wei acts cold, but he's actually very protective. After seeing the tiger, Xiaoi got scared and jumped onto Assistant Wei. Assistant Wei spoke. Young Master Ye, do you want me to keep holding you? Xiaoi's face turned red as he pushed Wei Lin away. Who wants to hold you? Wei Lin turned around.
Then I'm leaving. I'm worried the boss might be in danger. Xiai pouted. This guy only thinks about saving Shang Ming's. Doesn't even care about me. Wait, what am I doing? Am I jealous? Impossible. Absolutely impossible. Xiai got so mad he punched a tree. Turns out there were snakes in the tree, and more than one. Xiai froze in fear. Someone suddenly pulled him into their arms. Wei Lin pulled out his gun. You're such a handful. Wei Lin quickly dealt with the snakes, but got bitten by a snake. Xiaoi turned around anxiously and said to Wei Lin, it's too dangerous here. Let's go save Shang Mingzi. Then they flew a helicopter to rescue the others. Xiaoi bragged to Wei Lin. It's only because of my family's helicopter. Stop holding me. Everyone's watching. But Wei Lin was already weak from the snake bite. He could only hold onto Xiaoi tightly to keep from falling. Xiaoi noticed the wound on Wei Lin's hand. He got hurt because of me. Wei Lin. Before Xiaoi could finish, Wei Lin collapsed onto him. Assistant Wei protected him but got bitten by a snake. Xiaoi waited anxiously outside the operating room. That idiot should have said something if he got bitten. He's so reckless. Someone suddenly patted Xiaoi's head. It was Shang Ming's. Shang Mingzi comforted him. Don't worry, I asked the doctor. The surgery isn't difficult. No need to worry. Xiaoi pursed his lips. Who's worried about him? Just then Shang Mingzi's stepmother walked over. I didn't want to get involved in Shang family business, so he left early. But the next day he sneaked back to the hospital. Why do I say sneaked? Because young Master Ye couldn't swallow his pride. The heir to Ye Corporation visiting a mere assistant. What if people saw and laughed? But visiting my lifesaver is totally normal, right? Xiaoi pushed those worries aside. Come to think of it, this is a great opportunity. Wei Lin's weak now, so isn't this my chance to turn the tables? Xiaoi looked around like a spy. Suddenly a huge nurse caught him. The nurse threw a punch. What are you doing here? Are you here to peep at me? Xiaoi got scared and told the truth. I admit it. I'm here to see Wei Lin. The nurse suddenly became gentle. You should have said sorry. But Mr. Wei said you'd definitely come. He's waiting for you in his room. Xiaoi huffed into the room. He found Wei Lin lying in bed fast asleep. Assistant Wei got bitten by a snake, saving Xiaoi. Xiaoi rushed anxiously into the room, but found Wei Lin sleeping soundly. Xiaoi muttered quietly. I thought he was waiting for me. But this guy has such a nice body. Just as he touched him, Wei Lin suddenly opened his eyes and smiled. Xiaoi panicked and backed away. Wei Lin's hair was down today, giving him a lazy beauty. He looked at Xiaoi with a smile. Young Master Ye won't even let a patient like me off the hook. Xiaoi was embarrassed and angry. Why does this guy act so confident? He shouted back. You're just the Shang family's doll. I'm just here to play with the doll. He even made a face at Wei Lin. Wei Lin smiled. You can play with me. Xiaoi clenched his fist. Don't mention the past. I'll let you off today. Wei Lin moved closer. Young Master Ye, but I'm not letting you off. Xiaoi blushed. This is a hospital. He suddenly realized Wei Lin was weaker than before. Isn't this his chance? Xiaoi said to Wei Lin. A patient should rest properly and not think dirty thoughts. Wei Lin smiled. Are you worried about me? Xiaoi was instantly called out. I just came to see how pathetic you are. Because you're injured. That woman from the Shang family is already looking for a new assistant for Shang Ming. But if you beg me, I'd be willing to take you in. I'll give you 5 seconds. Once I walk out that door, you'll lose your chance. Ruiyi suddenly opened the door. They say only fools pass up a good deal. Xiaoi is getting more and more bold. One day Xiaoi went to the Royal Academy to find an assistant. But even the best students couldn't compare to Wei Lin. Xiaoi glanced over. He didn't expect to run into Wei Lin here. The principal explained it was because Wei Lin got injured. So he temporarily stopped working to select a new assistant for Boss Shang. When the principal saw Wei Lin, he immediately dumped Xiaoi on him and escaped. Young Master Ye's standards are too high. He never picks anyone suitable. Wei Lin extended his hand to Xiaoi. Young Master Ye, please come with me. Xiaoi slapped his hand away. Shang Ming's doesn't want you anymore. I told you before. If the Shang family doesn't want you, come. If I'm in a good mood, I'll let you work for me. Wei Lin leaned down close to his ear. Really? What if I want a different kind of work? Xiaoi quickly covered his ears. Why are you getting so close? I'm telling you, my bodyguards are nearby. Wang Shao and they'll come. Wei Lin smiled and grabbed Xiaoi's wrist. Young Master Ye, even though I'm injured, as long as I control you, your bodyguards won't dare touch me. So please be quiet. Or I can't guarantee I won't do something improper. Xiaoi looked at the handsome man before him. Only fools pass up a good deal. Thinking this, Xiaoi leaned in and kissed him. What private business are you two discussing that I can't hear? Just now, Xiaoi and Assistant Wei were getting cozy. Whoa, a fighting couple suddenly appeared in the hallway. Xiaoi thought irritably. Who are these people? They're ruining the mood. Wei Lin whispered. Be quiet. Don't let them find us here. Xiaoi raised an eyebrow. Didn't know you liked eavesdropping. What's the fun in that? Let's steal something else. What? You scared? Wei Lin took Xiaoi's hand. Seems like you really enjoy this kind of game. 不过, Xiaoi asked anxiously. But what? Is this not fun? Or am I not sexy enough? Wei Ling just turned around and said, I'm busy today. Let's do this another time. Xiaoi's face turned bright red with anger. Actually, Assistant Wei isn't uninterested. Those two just happen to be people Boss Shang wanted him to investigate. Last time at the hospital, Boss Shang and Ruyi came to see him about this. Wei Lin didn't want Xiaoi dragged into this mess, so our poor Xiaoi had to wait.
After investigating, Assistant Wei returned to the faculty office. Xiaoe was sitting on the sofa waiting for him.
Eavesdropping and stalking. Someone's been really busy.
Wei Lin looked at him with a smile.
So young Master Ye came looking for me. Are you here to beg me to treat you well?
Xiaoe blushed.
I'm here on business. I don't care why you and Shang Mingzi are following that guy. But more information is always good. I also found some info on him for you. If you need it, I can send it right away.
Wei Lin moved closer. Now that business is done, can we talk about personal matters? 1 second he swore he'd be a dog if he looked for Wei Lin again. The next second Xiaoe had already prepared his ears. Xiaoe struck a pose waiting for Wei Lin to come home. Wei Lin brought Shang Mingzi and Ru Yi home today. It got really awkward. Xiaoe was totally mortified. He fled the scene wearing the ears. Xiaoe was shivering alone on the street. Kids passing by stared at him. He was furious. Young Master Ye never suffered such humiliation. Xiaoe hugged his knees. A luxury car stopped in front of him. Wei Lin opened the door.
Get in. I'll take you home.
Xiaoe clenched his fists.
Who needs you to take me?
Wei Lin got out of the car.
Are you sulking?
Xiaoe ignored him and tried to leave. Wei Lin grabbed Xiaoe's collar. He pushed him into the back seat.
Been waiting so long, you must be hungry. You'll stop pouting after you eat, right?
Xiaoe was speechless.
I said I haven't had dinner. Who said I wanted this?
Wei Lin held his hand.
Well, I'm hungry.
Xiaoe's voice got quieter.
Well, I guess that's okay.
After their exchange, the driver took Xiaoe home. He ran into his dad as soon as he got out. Father Ye's glasses flashed coldly. Xiaoe instantly cowered. Father Ye said sternly,
"Why are you dressed like this and staying out all night?
You always say you'll handle company business tomorrow, but never do.
I think you need someone to manage you. You're going on a blind date tomorrow."
Xiaoe grabbed Father Ye's arm and refused to go.
Dad, I already have a boyfriend.
Cross-dressing for love. Assistant Wei actually cross-dressed for love. But Assistant Wei looks pretty good in women's clothes. If it weren't for his broad build. So what happened? Xiaoe came home wearing dog ears and got scolded by Father Ye. He was forced to go on a blind date. Xiaoe had to blurt out he already had a boyfriend. Father Ye was so moved he wiped his tears. At least you didn't repeat my mistakes. Your mom ran away pregnant and I had to chase her for ages. Father Ye excitedly ran off to tell Grandma Ye and Grandma